Hello, hello, everybody. Hopping on here early. I'm looking for chats. I'm so excited to meet everybody. Hey, Angela, what's going on? Good evening, y'all. What is up? I'm Kirsten. It is such a privilege to be with you guys tonight. I'm going to push my hair back. Got some music playing before we get started with class. I'm so excited to come in and do a soft glam date night look in quarantine style. You feel me? How's everyone doing today? Talk to me, my babies. Hopefully everyone's doing amazing. Oh, thanks, Rosie. You're so sweet. Oh, thanks, Angela. I'm glad you came and you have fun. Yes. Crystal's doing good. Where's everybody from? Drop your state, drop your city. I did this last night, and I love seeing where everybody was from. Rep your hood, rep your city. Let me know where everyone is from. My girl, Angela. I'm in Louisiana as well. The hottest state on the planet. To me, it feels like the hottest, but I'm quite sure there are a lot of other ones that are more hot. Canada. Cali, what's up? Oh, thank you so much. It's super hot. I'm so excited to go over soft glam. My last class workshop yesterday, we focused on complexion. So today we're really going to focus on a little soft glam eyeshadow, the stuff that you see on the gram and everybody slaying, I got you. We got Philly, Toronto, stand up, Atlanta. Love Atlanta. Good food in Atlanta. I'm so glad you have fun, Angela. Yay. I'm glad. Texas, I see you, Crystal. I ain't miss Texas. I see you up there, girl. I know it's almost dinner time in some places. I'm not going to keep y'all too long so you guys can enjoy a meal with your fams. Is this everyone's first workshop? Who's everyone here? Who is this your first workshop? It might be your second, your third, your fourth. Let me know. What are we working on today? We're working on eyes, Shayna. We're working on the eyes. ATL by way of DC. All right. This is your first one. Welcome, my friend. We're going to focus on soft glam eyeshadow. I have very hooded eyes. So if you have hooded eyes out there, I'm going to hopefully teach you some tricks and tips. Third workshop. All right, Crystal. See you. She lawyer. You bought everyone this week. That's awesome. Maribel, welcome to your first workshop. I love it. I am honored that I'm your first one. I love it. Yesterday, we were swarmed with questions. I feel like this time it's going to be a little bit easier to answer everybody. I am going to be doing makeup. So a portion of it will be my eyes. Some of my eyes will be a little close. So if I miss a question, just be a little patient with me. Houston, Texas, second workshop. What's up, Rose? First workshop, Miss Terrell. Yes. Hooded eyes. Look, horrible at eye makeup. I got you. Listen, if anyone here is scared of eye makeup, I got you. Don't worry. I'm going to teach you very simple techniques and easy ways to remember these techniques. So that way, no matter what type of color palette you're using or what type of look, you can kind of use this with anything, okay? Hooded eyes. Yeah. Hi, Toya. Thank you, beautiful. Horrible with blending. It's okay, Crystal. I feel like that sometimes too. I'm just like, sometimes it just doesn't want to blend. It's not your fault, okay? It's the eyeshadow or it's whatever. I'm 50. I'm getting into makeup. I have maquillage foundation. I'm so glad I have my foundation on today. A lot of people were asking me what foundation color I had on. I have 130 medium. Second workshop, Michigan. What's up? Thank you, Jessa. First workshop, concealer challenge. Oh yeah. So we're gonna do some concealer. Oh, we're gonna highlight today. We're gonna do a little soft glam. We're gonna highlight. Okay, we're gonna do a little bronze. We're gonna get it popping. Okay, even if we're just here to slay at the house, even if the date night is with you yourself, that's it. You're just gonna take some pictures and flex on the gram or Facebook for your friends. That's okay too. That is okay too. We got 4 more minutes. I just want to give everyone time to come in before we get started at 6 on the dot. Oh, I got another question. Everybody type in your favorite song to listen to when you're getting ready. That I would love to know. What is your favorite song to listen to while you're getting ready? What gets you in the zone? What gets you like, ooh, I'm fierce? Yes. Me, probably Beyonce, Lizzo. Beyonce and Lizzo are probably my favorites. And Ariana Grande. I love me some Ariana Grande. She kind of sings me in the high heavens and I start blending out real nice. Hey girl, what's up? Ariana, Queen Bee. That's right. Lady Gaga. Ooh, Patricia, that's a good one. Lady Gaga, you just there's just I don't know, there's just something about like party music. I love Calvin Harris too. Love me some Calvin Harris. Anything R&B. Oh, love me some old school 90s R&B 2000s. Shame. Ours are the worst. It can be tough for sure. It could definitely be tough. Sia, oh, she can sing. Fall Out Boy, yes. My little sister loves Fall Out Boy and 21 Pilots. Anything girl power. That's what I'm talking about. Old school. Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome, friend. TLC, Natasha, yes. My favorite song from them used to be Creep, even though I don't creep, but that used to be my favorite song. So I creep. Yeah, Destiny's Child, yes. Old school. So when they had 5 members or when they had 3, which Destiny's Child? Hey, Margarita, what's up, girl? You're so pretty, Hannon. I can't see you, but I know you are. Blake and Gwen, nobody but you. Norma, that sounds like that's going to make me cry. I can't listen to nothing that's going to make me cry when I do my makeup. Love songs, it's a wrap. I'll be like, I'll be crying. It's a wrap. Oh yeah, Unpretty is dope too. Unpretty is dope too. Hey Iris, what's up? We're going over eyeshadow today. Little soft glam. Whitney Houston. Elizabeth is up in there singing. Okay. Grease. Let me tell you something. When I was growing up, I watched Grease all the time. It was my mother's favorite movie. I couldn't help but watch it. I loved it. Loved it so much. Let me grab some brushes. We're about to get started. Awesome. Awesome. All right, guys, I want to give everyone a chance to grab some eyeshadow. We got 2 minutes. Grab some eyeshadow, some concealer, your brushes. Grab stuff with you if you want to practice. I know I can't see you, but I'm with you. I'm here with you. Okay, so I want to make sure if you want to come along with me, that'll be awesome. Yeah, my mother can sing all the words. All the words. New Edition. Ooh, Denise. I love New Edition. New Edition goes hard. New Edition goes hard. I love it. Yes. Look. Jayola, I'm gonna tell you this. You put some merengue on, and I'm gonna start dancing. Period. I love it. All right, guys. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started with the soft glam eye. I am gonna be using the Color Boss Quad in Workaholic from Il Maquillage. These are technically my favorite type of colors because they're neutrals. So most of the shades that I like to use on my crease area, which is right here, are matte shades, especially for my girls who have hooded eyelids, or any eyelid for that matter of fact, only because a lot of times if you put a lot of shimmer up here, guys, it's going to make your eyes look a little heavier. So it's going to kind of make it look like this, no matter what your eye shape is. It's going to kind of bring that meat out, okay? So me personally, in order to keep my eyes open and awake looking, and cute, I like to use these matte shades. So all these 3 are completely matte. What matte means, for those of you who might not know, is that there's no shimmer in them. There's no glitter. There's no glisten. These are completely matte, just matte. Nothing's on there, okay? There's one shadow in here that I love. You could even use as a highlighter, and that is shimmery. See how beautiful that is? That one is called Carry On. Carry On. Like, you know, when you're done with somebody, like, carry on. Ain't nobody worried about you. So we're going to be using these shades today because they're my absolute favorite. They're like bulletproof. Like, these look good on no matter your skin tone, no matter your eye color. They're neutrals. They are gorgeous, okay? Oh, Laura, I feel that. You're like, I'm just trying to go to sleep. It's midnight. All right. One of my favorite tricks for anyone who feels like they have oily lids, or for some reason when you're putting eye makeup on after 30 minutes or an hour, your makeup no longer sticks or like your eyeshadow is no longer there, use concealer. Welcome, Melissa. How you doing, boo? I like to use concealer. I'm going to use my Il Makiage FM Flawless Concealer. The color that I'm using on my eyelids is 03. I'm also going to use this underneath my eye. So you're going to see later. What up, Chanel? How you doing, boo? Hopefully I said your name right. If you come on and I butcher your name, I'm sorry. I love you. I'm so sorry. Show me some grace. All right, y'all. So I'm actually going to take this. And I'm just going to use this wand right here, right? And I'm going to use this to prime the lid area. The reason I love to do this, y'all, is because this concealer dries down and it's not super thick. You know what I'm saying? The reason I like to do this is because it's going to create a blank canvas on my eye area, right? And what it's going to do, it's almost like throwing you. Has anybody ever painted their wall or moved somewhere? Hey, Regina, what's up, girl? If anyone has ever moved into a place or painted their wall or whatever the case may be, you always got to throw primer on, especially when you're going to put a pop of color on there. So my favorite thing to do is take this. I'm going to take a synthetic brush. A lot of people were asking me about my brushes the other day. This is a very old brush, a very cheap brush. Il Makiage makes way better brushes than these. I don't even have the brand on here. Please check out the website. They have fantastic brushes there. And I'm just going to use this right here, and I'm going to spread it all over my eye area. I'm using this as a primer and to create a blank canvas. So my eyeshadows, the pigment has something to stick to, okay? Boom. What are your biggest struggles? Anybody out there when it comes to eyeshadow? Is it placement? I know someone earlier said blending. Never use shadow. I got you, girl. Iris, I promise you, you use this concealer as your primer. Eyeshadow not going nowhere. Be able to slay. Primers and concealer are the same color. That's totally okay. Knowing what colors to use. You know what's really awesome, Denise? A lot of times getting a quad like this, it really helps in order to like not make you feel so overwhelmed. You know what I mean? A lot of times when you get a palette of 20 shades and they're all mixed match, it's like, girl, what do I use? I put the purple, then green, then brown. I don't even know. Like, it's really overwhelming. If you just start here, this quad, this is all you'll need, okay? It'll kind of not be too overwhelming too. Sometimes it's a lot. Like, why I got 20 eyeshadows up here? All right, guys. First brush and first, we're doing the first brush. And we're also doing the first technique of the night, okay? Do I use eye primer? The concealer that I'm using, Regina, is basically like an eye primer. It's mattifying, it stays on all day, and it's creaseless. So we're gonna use that. It's like two for the price of one, you know? One side has more pigment than the other, and that makes one eye look darker. I need to get a light. Yes, if you're not seeing that pop of color, you might need to go a little bit lighter in your concealer, Marciela. Blending eyeshadow. I got hooded eyes, so here we go. You see this? Here we go. All right. First thing I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to take this orange shade right here, right? Did I tape it? I think I did. This beautiful orange shade is called No Bullshit, because ain't nobody got time for that. No bullshit, period, okay? So I'm going to actually take this blending brush, and I'm going to use that. It's very important that you have brushes that are soft and that are fluffy so that we can go in and blend, right? So the first trick I want to teach you guys is when you're putting on eyeshadow, don't look straight into the mirror. You want to look down into the mirror so you can see all this space and how you could place the shadow. My favorite thing to do is actually place the shadow before I blend it out. A lot of times you'll see on YouTube and Instagram, which is not a wrong thing because everybody has their best way of doing it, is to go in and just go ham and just start blending that bad boy. If you have hooded lids or if you're a beginner when it comes to eyeshadow, you definitely just want to place the shadow first, right? So I'm looking down in my mirror, and I'm going to take this warm shade and I'm going to place it. And because I have hooded lids, I'm almost going to place it in like a semicircle. So if you see, here's my crease right here, y'all. See that right there? That's my crease. But I have hooded lids. So what I want to do is fake out my crease, as what they call it. And I'm going to place the color right here, guys. A little bit up and out. Up and out. Ew. We gonna fake it out for date night. Date night on the couch. Have you guys been having date nights? Girls' nights on the couch? FaceTime girls' nights on the couch? You're like, let's all watch this. Okay, boom. I've already just placed the color. I haven't even blended it out yet, right? So we're gonna do the first motion now that we've placed the color, okay, guys? We're going to do virtual movie dates. Yes, I love that. We're gonna do what I like to call, basically they call it the windshield wiper motions, right? What I like to say is, the wipers on the bus go back and forth. If you sing it, it'll stick with you, okay? So you start here and you bring it in. The wipers on the bus go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I know it's so childish, but it'll stick with you. The wipers on the bus go back and forth all through the town. Hey, 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 remix. And then you just keep going, okay? Boom. So we have a softly blended eye. That's the first thing. That's the very first thing we did, okay? So I'm just gonna leave it like that. What you can do is, if anyone else's, hey Emily, if anyone else out there feels like their stuff is not blended enough, continue doing this back and forth motion. This is your first shade, so there's a lot of forgiveness here. You don't have to worry about it too much. You just really want to diffuse it out, make it really soft, okay? That's it. Just a little shimp, just a little shimp. What we're about to do with a different brush, guys, okay? Now, can you use the same brush? Potentially. I would prefer you use a different brush, something that's clean, that you're not going to contaminate with the lighter shade, because you don't know if you have to go back and do that. If you use the same brush for all of your eyeshadow colors, that's when eyeshadow gets a little muddy. It kind of becomes one shade and it doesn't look gradient. And we don't want that. We want a little gradients up in there, okay? All right, guys. So the next color I'm going to take is Back Off. If you're from New York, you say off, not off. Off, back off. It's AWF. I originally grew up in the Bronx. That's how we talk. Back off. I'm going to take a second little blending brush right here, and I'm going to dip it right in here, right? Look at that pigment, though. Hello? I love that. These eyeshadow palettes are crazy pigmented. Leave me sugartons, okay? So what we're going to do is, once again, looking down into the eyeshadow, into the eyeshadow palette in the mirror, I'm going to actually place this. Now, this is normally the hardest part for a lot of my girls. Where to place the darker shade, how far in to go, how far up to go. So I got you. Gail, this palette is called the Color Boss Squad. It's a quad palette, and the one that I have is Workaholic. It is fire. Absolutely, Nick, 1000%. As long as you prime correctly, this is gonna like go like on everybody. I've used it on my best friends for like photo shoots and stuff, and it works out really, really good. It's this chocolate shade. This deeper orange, it looks fantastic on deeper skin tones. All right, here we go. I'm gonna look down, and I'm going to place the color before I buff it, right? So I'll place it right here in the corner. I personally just like to keep my darker shades on the outer side, okay? So, boom, I'm just placing it. And I'm building the color, right? Placing and building. Now, the next move that I'm going to show you guys is my personal favorite, called the washer machine. The washer machine, the spin cycle, right? The difference between this actual technique and the one we just went over, which was the windshield wipers, is that my brush is not going to be moving back and forth. It's actually going to stay in place, and I'm just going to do it in a circular motion. It's going to stay in the same place, but in a different motion, okay? And you're going to see how the color just naturally diffuses. So I'm going to come right here. Boom. Spin cycle. Spin cycle. Don't ask me where I got the song from. Boom. What do I use for my brows, Chanel? Nothing at the moment, my love. These are just my brows. I'm blessed with a lot of facial hair. It's fine. All right. So we're buffing it. Just really working it, twerking it. It's like my brush is twerking, basically. Boom. All right, you guys. So my eye is naturally diffused. But look at this. That's a little harsh line, right? We're not done yet. No, we're not going to leave no little harsh line. All right. Last brush I'm going to show you guys, okay? I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. Like, is this girl going to use 700 brushes? No. But I will say at least 3 will really get you an flawless, smooth eye makeup look, okay? So, boom, we're using 3. This is the clean one. So we have 1 for the first shade, the transitional shade, as you would hear. We had the second brush for the deeper shade to really kind of build that color. And then this lash brush is a completely clean brush. I love to use this in order to blend 2 colors together so that way it doesn't look muddy. Sometimes if you go in with a brush that already has color on it and try to blend it, it'll either make your eyes smokier or it'll make it look muddy. And sometimes you just want it to look gradient, right? So I'm going to take this and I'm going to just kind of buff the top out. Notice I'm keeping my eye open. I'm not like this because how many of us have kept our eyes open when doing our eyeshadow? And then when we open, where's our eyeshadow? Or it's like all the way up to the eyebrow. It happened to me so many times. I'm like, why did I do this to myself? I'm not going anywhere anymore. Forget this. So I like to keep my eye open as well while I'm blending so that way I can actually see what it's going to look like as I'm looking at someone in the face. You know what I mean? And you feel me? And you feel me? And you feel me? Like I have done that so many times where I keep my eye completely closed and I open up. I said, ooh, that was not supposed to look like that. Boom. All right. So you see how soft now it looks with the clean? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Rachel, what's up, girl? Thank you, boo. All right. So see how important it is to have a clean brush? Because boom. Like, now, I saw a lot of people talking about cut creases, and we have a little bit of time left. So I'm going to actually pop a little bit of that in there. I know you guys were asking for it. So a lot of people have some questions on it. There's already a tutorial on the Il Makiage website that focuses solely on cut crease, but I'm just going to pop a little easy one in there. If you really want a super detailed tutorial, please go check out the channel. They have so many amazing, talented artists that are like slaying it right now, showing you everything you need to know. I'm going to take a little bit of concealer. I'm going to make this real quick for all my hooded girls because I want to make it look like, I just want to make it look like I got a little extra lid in there. I'm going to use this concealer to actually cut my crease area. Boom. To represent these videos. Ah, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Y'all, we just extra up in here. We just extra. And that's okay. We extra like guac. Boom. I'm only going to do a half cut crease because I don't want to be that dramatic tonight. Yes, Rachel, that is the secret. Doing a little cut right here. Boom. I'm going to take this little flat synthetic brush and I'm going to smooth that out, okay? This is for my girls who really struggle, kind of feel like their eyes look smaller when they're trying to do like soft glam eyes or smoky eyes. If you just make a little half moon with your concealer, I love using this Il Makiage concealer because low key, this dries so fast. There's nothing more frustrating than when you're trying to cut your crease and your concealer is so moisturizing and thick and creamy. It's a wrap. Never drag it unless you're a professional though. What do you mean, Chanel? Do they mean like never drag it like all the way out? Or, you know, what they telling you over there that you can't do, baby? What they saying? Boom. So I just did that little hat. Oh, she's dramatic today. Y'all, can you tell how excited I am to talk to y'all? Because like what? I'm just going to, you see this little spot right here? How it's like bleeding into that dark I put? I'm going to take more of this burnt orange shade. Once again, it's called No Bullshit. And I'm actually going to soften this little spot right here so it's not so pungent. Like it's not super strong. I want it to still look soft. Yes. Honestly, Chanel, if you don't practice, you know what I'm saying? You'll never get better at it. So girl, drag that thing. If you want to drag it to your temple, sis, do it. Yes. All right. I'm going to take this gorgeous shade that I talked to you guys about earlier. This one is called Carry On. Carry On. I'm going to use that same flat brush that I used to cut the crease. You're going to see how pigmented this is. It's wild. One of my favorite things to do with shimmer shades is like a pat, okay? So I'm literally going to like pat. Look at it. It's blinding. Y'all, this eyeshadow is mad creamy and beautiful. I love it so much. I like to just pat it on. I always have a swipe or no swiping rule, but if you want to swipe it, you can totally do that. Gail, it's okay, baby. I've done that. This date night about to be crazy. It is about to be crazy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go downstairs and eat some ramen. It's not gonna be. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, y'all. Boom. Soft. Y'all, who is she? This is fantastic. Hey D, what's going on? This palette is literally stunning. Like I'm just look at this. It's soft. It's just enough. And this is what soft glam is. It's just a little period, like a little shim. All right, guys. So we're gonna move on. The next part of soft glam is a little bit of highlight. I'm gonna take my concealer. You know what time it is. You already know. Okay. El Maquillage FM Flawless Concealer. All thanks, Rachel. FM Flawless Concealer. And this is going to be a little bit more dramatic. So if you were with me last night, just beware. It's going to be a little bit more dramatic. Okay, this is one of my favorite tricks that I like to do. I like to almost bring my concealer, like when I really want to get glammed up, I like to take my concealer against the bridge of my nose and lightly start dragging the product. It's going to look like a lot. I know. Stay with me. Just stay with me. Jayola, I'm telling you, shrimp ramen go hard. With a little bit of Old Bay, it goes hard. It goes hard. Okay, let me stop being dramatic. One of the reasons that I really love this concealer, one of the top reasons, is because honestly, it dries and it gives me amazing coverage. Other concealers, they are very thick under the eye. So normally, especially if you're older, I'm in my 30s, the older we get, sometimes this skin is already super thin. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all are so sweet. Y'all gonna make me cry. I gotta set my concealer. Stop. The older we get, the thinner the skin under our eye is. You know what I mean? So making sure you get a really great formulated concealer that you really don't have to set is fantastic. This concealer is one of them. I have tried tons of concealers, sis, and some of them are super thick, and I'd be like, I look like I got frosting underneath my eye. This one does not do that, and I love that it dries on its own. Fantastic. All right, guys. So I'm going to take the beauty sponge. And this is one of my favorite tips that I love to tell my people too, okay? Have your translucent powder on deck. The translucent powder that I'm using is the Il Maquillage translucent powder. I know it looks very light, but don't worry. It fits everybody. How do you know when your concealer is the right for your tone? Denise, a lot of times, you can take the quiz actually. Before I even do that, you can actually take the quiz on ilmaquillage.com and it'll help you. Yes, whoa, look. Il Maquillage be with the quickness, and I ain't mad. Thank you. You can actually take a quiz and it'll help you pick, okay? All right. I'm going to blend it out. Now, what I love to do is as soon as I'm done blending this out, guys, I like to set it, period. Rachel, how often are you supposed to clean your brushes? I clean mine about once, twice a week, depending on how much you use them, my love. That's just me. Oh, you know what, Soma? Are you using eye cream? It's very important that you use eye cream, okay? We're gonna do a little fox trend. It makes you look orange. Reach out to the customer service team. They're gonna hook you up. I'm gonna take this little line. You see this little line right here? We're gonna do a little fox trend. Should your translucent powders or setting powders, if you have lines or creases under your eyes. You know what, Nick? What I would do, the only thing that's going to prevent lineage is one, eye cream. I definitely prepped with an eye cream today before we started. And one of my favorite tips and tricks to do is as soon as I'm done blending this out, I take powder immediately, my love, and I press it into these areas. Most times you'll see a lot of tutorials, and this is not a wrong way, but for me, because I have lines under my eyes, you guys can't see them through the camera because she, trying to look out for me, but I have tons of lines under my eyes, right? So what I would definitely do is as soon as you're done blending it out, set it. A lot of other girls, they'll blend out their forehead, their nose, their chin, and then all of a sudden, by the time you get to setting this side, it's already creased up. You know what I mean? So what I would do is definitely set the under eye. As soon. Boom. Oh, Chanel, that means I'm a godmother, not a grandmother. You're so sweet. Boom. You see this line? Now, girl, look, I look like I got a little facelift. Yes. I love this. So you can see the difference. This is like soft glam, sis. How do you bake, Rachel? The baking process is literally when you leave a translucent powder on your skin for a certain amount of time. The heat that your body naturally produces, just as a human living, breathing organism, kind of like meshes the liquid and the powder together and kind of solidifies them a little bit more on your face. If you have issues with color, reach out. Yeah, customer service is fantastic. They'll take care of you 1000%. My under eyes will look nice and moisturized, and no matter how little powder, I always look dry. Okay, my love. So depending on what you're using under your eyes, can be a really big difference. I'm not sure, babe. I'm sure you're doing everything that you can, but making sure that you let your under eye cream sit about 5 to 10 minutes is super helpful too. And I would do it that way. Also making sure that the powder you're using is not too drying. This right here, I love it. It's so, so thin. It's so soft. Some powders, you got to be a little careful because they'll have a high content of talc. You know what I mean? Or I think even the I'm not gonna throw no brand under the bus, but there are other brands that have cornstarch in their translucent powders, which is a super drying agent. I mean, I could just go to Target and throw some on my face. You know, we don't want to do that. So that's why I would really look into those types of ingredients too. Okay, but I'm actually gonna take my eyeshadow palette. We're gonna make it a little bit glam, a little bit more smoky. I'm a little over time, but I just wanted to be a little sassy. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit of this brown shade. I'm gonna take a little bit of this brown shade, okay? And I'm gonna take it under the lash line. Anytime you wanna look a little soft glam 2.0, if you don't wanna put eyeliner down here or mascara down here, if you're like, Kirsten, I don't wanna go that much, take a little bit of shadow, smoke that lash line out, sis. Show her some love. Let her know that she's in here like swimwear. Be like, girl, I got you. You're a part of the party too. Boom. What? I think I wanna get a detail brush and get in there. Like, this is actually one of my favorite things to do because I have smaller set eyes. So putting like black eyeliner down there, I don't mind it, but I like to do this. Is it okay to wear eyeliner? Yes, it is. Sure is. And listen, my love, you can do whatever you want. Makeup is self-expression. Whatever you want to do, boo, you do. What I'm going to do real quick, that ramen isn't going to know what hit it. It sure ain't, Rachel. She ain't going to know. All right, guys. So I have got a few more minutes left. And I kind of want to go over wing eyeliner real quick. Just give a quick tip just to help anybody when it comes to wing eyeliner. It's really intimidating. Wing eyeliner can smell fear. She can smell it. So you got to let her know, I ain't scared of you. Don't start none, won't be none. Nuck if you buck. Period. Okay? So what I would do. Thank you so much, Avina. I appreciate that. My favorite tip to talk to people and tell people about is number one, get a super pigmented eyeliner. If you're gonna do liquid eyeliner, you got to get a really good one. Okay, this one is the Il Maquillage. I love this one. It's the ink liner in black. About to show you. Okay, so what I love to do is I love to always start at the wing. Right? Love to start at the wing. And what I like to do is I almost like to just place it. And I'm really glad I'm doing this eye and not this one because it's so much easier to do this eye, right? But I actually have to turn my hand to do this one. So step number one, distribute your weight, guys, okay? So don't be like this and then you lose your balance. You be like, oh, and then your wing just end up all the way in your temple. And sometimes it can be really stressful. What number concealer did you use? I used number 3, Cynthia, okay? What type of lashes work best for hooded eyes? My favorite are the flared ones, Stacy. Anything that it has a flare to it are really, 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 really good, okay? I know I'm going to start at the wing, Rachel. It's about to be on and popping. All right, baby. So what I like to do is I like to stamp the wing first and then draw the body. Like draw like the tail and then the body. I don't know what kind of body part. I don't know what type of insect or animal this is, but just bear with me, okay? All right, so I'm distributing my weight. I have a desk right in front of me. So I'm not actually applying all of my nervous energy onto this wing area, okay? So I'm going to actually do this. I'm going to start right here. Stamp it. You see that stamp? Oh, she fine. My eyes twitching because I'm getting nervous. Look at this. Look at that. Stamp it, sis. Stamp it. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the very tip of it, and I'm only going to ever so slightly kind of drag it up a little bit, okay? Deep breaths, Rachel, I know. I'll be like, who else holds their breath when they're drawing their wing liner? I literally feel like I'm going to die. All right. So I'm going to actually take it again and just lightly. Remember, guys, a little goes a long way, okay? All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it right here. My lashes. I'm going to take it right here. Stamp. Boom. I just use the little tippy tip. Use the little tippy tip. Ooh! Hey, little baby wing. What's up, little baby wing? So now that I kind of have the wing, I could totally be a perfectionist with this right now, but for sake of time, I just want to show you the quick technique. Now I'm actually going to take the rest and I'm going to stamp it, okay? I'm just stamping. Well, y'all can see me. Y'all can see me. Because this eyeliner is so pigmented, look at that. Barely any effort. I literally just let the tip of the brush do the work for me. Now, if you want to get real Egyptian on them, you could just take the little tip and boom. I mean, why not? We can get a little Egyptian on them. Stamp. Stamp. Ooh, ew. I love it. There you have it, guys. Stamp. But you got to get one that is super pigmented. This eyeliner is literally one of the best. So now it kind of has like this little whoosh. Now I look real like feline, meow kind of look. You know what I mean? Boom. Is the palette creamer powder. This is a powder eyeshadow powder palette. It's fantastic. So this is your soft glam eye look, lashes, little cut crease action. We did a lot today, guys. We did a lot. We went over the windshield wiper. We went over the spin cycle. We cut the crease. We did a stamp eyeliner. We did a lot today, guys. We triumphed, okay? We triumphed over trials. All right, y'all? All right, you guys. I am 7 minutes over my time. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm so happy that I got to end my night with you guys. Hopefully this was helpful and you guys could see the difference in what a soft glam looks like. It's not too much makeup. It's just enough, just a little pop, okay? Hopefully you have fun. I had fun from all my people from everywhere around the world, all over the United States. I hope you guys have an amazing night, y'all. Y'all my girls. I love you guys. I didn't feel like the concealer I felt was too dark from Il Makiage. Chanel, go ahead and hit up their customer service. They will take care of you because they are the bomb. That's it. The explosion after the bomb. I'm going to go get my ramen. All right, you guys. Thank y'all so much for coming. I love y'all. See you in the next workshop. Anyone else who does a little wing eyeliner, send me a photo. I need to see this. Tag me. I need to see my girls spin cycling and going back and forth. All right? Yes, Doris. I grew up in New York and Louisiana. I got a little bit of both. I'm a hodgepodge. All right, you guys. Love y'all. Have a great night. Thank you so much. And thank you so much to Il Makiage for having me. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.